Hey, you know what was a bad movie? Jurassic Park. And you can't change my mind. I'm kidding. No. M&M's War Master 101.
Why is it a bad movie?
Because dinosaurs are scary.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was not going to play in the spaces.
Damn. Damn, you're not gonna yes and me?
Stop talking.
No, you can't do that. No! I'm kidding. Jurassic Park is a good film if you like dinosaurs. I just don't like dinosaurs.
The first film is pretty good. The first film's the best, and then the second one's pretty alright. And then the third film's kind of whatever. And then Jurassic World is like, you think it's gonna be really good. Then they just recycle the same stuff, and then
But hey,
you
Jimmy.
go to Jurassic World 2, and it's horrible. And then it's Jurassic World 3, and it's like, why does this exist?
Hey, but Jurassic World 1, Jimmy Buffett's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to tour every Margaritaville in the country?
No! They're all on the West Coast.
There's one on. Actually, no. There's only like two on the West Coast. Most of them are on the Gulf of Mexico and the East Coast. And there's like a couple by the Great Lakes, and then there's like one in Las Vegas.
I suppose I should say what we're playing. We're playing Littlewood right now. Another kind of what's the word? Stardew Valley-esque sort of game where you play a little dude.
Neat.
Do you like playing as little dudes, Chris?
Kinda.
What
I'm
if you?
tired.
Everyone's tired. Everybody's in a constant flux of being tired because the world's exploding in on itself.
Existence. Yeah, you never quite are able to unwind enough to be tired. Even on vacation, it's like, yeah.
I mean, the weighted blankets help, but only for a little bit, and then if you sleep under them for too long, the crushing pressure of social anxiety just builds up underneath it. Anyway, what are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with our lives.
Okay,
Move to the Yukon. How about that?
no,
Homestead.
no, I don't
Move to
want to do that.
Colorado and start a homestead.
Colorado, though. That's
It's better than
Colorado.
Kansas.
They eat
This is
poop.
what the fuck?
It is 1:30 in the morning inside of a warehouse somewhere.
What?
What?
Anyway, Oscar Speck paddled 30,000 miles in 1932.
More like, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like 40,000 miles, but like that's dumb.
There is an operation called Operation Starvation, where on March 1945, aerial campaigns were launched against the Japanese that were more effective against naval shipping than all other campaigns, including submarines combined.
That sounds bad.
It was. There was a woman who was seriously injured while magnet fishing from a bridge. She had the rope tied to her waist and threw the magnet over. It got caught on the fast moving boat, which caused her to be immediately pulled off the bridge and into the water.
What is magnet fishing?
So that's where you take a big ass magnet
Uh-huh.
and you attach it to a rope and you throw it in a body of water to see what you can pull up. That's made of
Oh.
metal.
Okay. That makes more sense than I thought what was going on with magnet fishing. I thought magnet fishing was like, what's the word? Somehow you would catch like fish on the magnet.
If I've eaten metal recently, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Um, she was saved when her boyfriend jumped in the water and cut the rope.
Yay, cut and rope. Let's cut a rope.
There is an Elvis impersonator in Arkansas who
Uh-huh.
legally had his name changed to Elvis Presley. And then he unsuccessfully ran for the position Arkansas Commissioner of State Lands in 2014, Arkansas Senator of Districts 26 in 2016, and U.S. Representative of Arkansas District 1 in 2018.
I never really got Elvis Presley.
He was a superstar, but they died on a toilet.
In a big house on a big car.
I tried to make his favorite meal, which was like fried peanut butter banana sandwiches. Those are, it's good. It's rich as fuck, and I could only eat half.
I mean, I've had peanut butter and banana before, and that's pretty alright. I don't think I could fry it.
Yeah, when you fry it, it's like, oh, this is way. I can feel the cholesterol boiling in my blood, and I am already a pretty heavy set man.
Yeah. You start getting into French toast territory at that point, let's be honest.
Well, that's the thing is like it's worse than French toast because with the peanut butter, it just makes it like twice as dense.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Also, like, I will never. Well, oh, no, never mind. I will understand it because it was the fucking 50s, and everybody in the 50s was a fucking prude. But just like, yeah, the way that Elvis Presley dry rated on screen was obscene, and it's like, ma'am, I have seen the uncut version of what the fuck you're talking about. I do worse things to my own body in private.
Well, that's the thing of like so much of what we understand from the past is what they were willing to let be seen and showed.
Mm-hmm.
And I distinctly remember reading a bunch of old Playboys at one point because they were in an attic. That I think I was cleaning out with a friend in high school because we had a job just like, oh, we're cleaning out the attic for them because they're moving. And found some old Playboys and we decided to fucking sit down and like look through them. And like a lot of the stuff is just like kind of the kinky stuff like humans do now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's like there have always been sex and like kink and whatnot. It's just so much of what we know of the past was what they wanted us to see.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing like nowadays, with especially like on the internet, with how it seems like every other social media platform nowadays is like, oh, we gotta like, you can't mention sex or you can't mention drugs because like it needs to be clean and family friendly and sanitized. It's like if you go like if we make it 100 years from now, people are gonna look back at like Facebook and like maybe not Twitter so much because it's falling apart, but like Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, and it's just gonna be like we're gonna look like fucking prudes to them.
We're gonna be titties out, dick out in the future, and it's gonna be like, damn, we have come a long way. Also, I think in the past, what's the word?
There's a reason. Listen, there's a reason that brothels have always been one of the popular businesses in every city on earth
What was I gonna say?
that allow brothels. Yeah.
Like in the past, if you were looking like for the kinkier stuff, air quote, you would read Hustler. Playboy was like the gentleman's magazine.
Yeah.
I say with air quotes.
I do mention pegging in it. Some in a couple of them already.
Oh my, Hugh Hefner, you dog.
Anyway,
No,
in World
yeah.
War II, the U.S. made 1.5 million Purple Heart medals because so many casualties were expected from the invasion of Japan. This never happened, and they are still using the stockpile of medals.
Damn, that's insane.
And then When Haythorpe College in London closed in 2019, it was the first significant institution to close permanently since the University of Northampton in 1265.
Care to say that name again? I I misheard.
Northampton?
Oh, I thought it was something different. No, the first one. The
Haythrop.
What an interesting name.
Daniel Day-Lewis was Peter Jackson's original first choice to play Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
Did you know that Peter Jackson may like before the Lord of the Rings fame, he made
King Kong.
I mean yes that I guess, but a movie like an adult Muppets movie called Meet the Feebles.
Huh.
It's a fucking trip.
Birds are the quickest animals to digest alcohol at around 10 to 15 times faster than humans can.
Dang. And then they just shit it out, right?
No. Porn
No, I
demands
feel
that will be making a kinetic energy electric generator aimed primarily at males, which uses the motion of masturbation to generate an electrical charge that can charge electronics.
yeah.
So they are called Brussels sprouts, not Brussels sprouts.
Hmm.
The color of the plastic tag on bread usually means something that indicates the days the week the loaf was baked. Monday is blue, Tuesday is green, Thursday is red, Friday is white, Saturday is yellow.
Interesting.
There's a town in West Virginia called Poca, shortened from Pocatalico. The Poca High School mascot is the dot, so they are the polka dots.
I hate it, but it's very clever. Did you know? I did not know. But now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
Despite marijuana being legal in Colorado, employers have increased drug testing for employees.
Boo, we hate that.
North Carolina has, along with the usual official state things, an official state beverage, boat, carnivorous plant, dance, dog, frog, freshwater trout, marsupial, tartan, and toast.
What's the official soft drink? Or drink, or whatever you said.
Official beverage of North Carolina.
It's Carolina, Tails, California, somewhere greener,
You
somewhere.
hate that song.
No, I like the original.
You hate the cover.
It's not It's weird. It's not necessarily a cover. It's dude country kind of.
The official beverage of North Carolina is milk.
Milk.
Yeah, milk.
A fucking course for a state that sided with the Confederacy back then. Wait, did North Carolina side with the Confederacy?
Pretty sure.
I've been told sort of by somebody else, but yeah, no, well,
North Carolina
it's
part of the Confederacy. Yes. Yes, it was. It joined on May 20th, 1861.
boo. go back to the dusty caverns. Yeehaw.
In the U.S. Marine, Smedley Butler is one of the most decorated servicemen in American history. But is a was a staunch critic of the U.S. military's endeavors, including his own participation.
Yeah.
It is a boat.
You can both participate in a thing and also be critical of the said thing.
Yeah. Franklin Roosevelt's parents named him Franklin 7 weeks after he was born.
Interesting.
That's kind of weird, like how naming kids the day they're born is a somewhat relatively new phenomenon because, and maybe it's probably always been a thing that some parents have named their child the day they were born. Some have waited a little bit to see if they made it.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Like in the back in the day, that would definitely make sense. But I think with like how like uh how the infant like the prenatal like mortality rate has kind of gone down in recent years. Parents are kind of allowed to start thinking about the baby's name in advanced. Uh, no, sorry, I said that word in advance as compared to like back in the 1940s, where it's like, oh, we're gonna have a kid. We might need to wait a little bit before we actually decide on a name of it because we might lose it during childbirth, or it might have like dire scoliosis.
Moses Fleetwood Walker was the first African American to play organized baseball. Walker broke the color barrier in 1884.
Mm-hmm.
Played one season as the catcher of the Toledo Blue Stockings.
Ooh, blue stockings.
Adam Savage, host of Mythbusters, tried and failed 20 times to do an episode of Mythbusters uh, about disproving creationism.
Oh, Adam Sandler. No, nope, I said the name wrong still.
Um, he did say, I'm sick of 50% of this country thinking creation is a reasonable thing. It's completely appalling and idiotic. Which is fair, but Discovery turned him down every time.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, you don't want to what's the weird? Let's be honest. Even back then, the people that watch
Evangelicals
it.
have a death grip on basically every media in the United
Yeah.
States, and they also have a death grip on just politics in general, and are actively rolling back all rights and protections for everyone imaginable.
And I'm selling a dragonfly.
The Apollo astronauts' distinctive hopping on the gravity, it was because their spacesuits were inflexible.
No, I can understand that. I wouldn't want my what's the word? Uh, if just what's the? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
So, car paint is usually just nail polish.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Random Facts. Whatever.
Yeah,
Why?
random fact 3005. Goodbye.
How long do